What's up, guys? So I've been working on like a few simple little projects, I guess mostly just reorganizing the box truck, but it's made a huge difference, for me at least, just like with stuff kind of like bouncing around a little bit less when I drive. Piper. And yeah, just feeling like more homey now that everything kind of has its place. So I got this tote and I just put like some of my kitchen items in here to keep it a little bit more organized, and just rearranged how I set everything up in here. So now like my mugs, my blender, my coffee maker, and all that jazz that I don't use as frequently is in this tote, and then my pots and pans and silverware and whatnot are in those little, well, I've had these for a while, but yeah, it's just a lot more organized now. And then I found this thrift shopping the other day, which I was super stoked because it matches this bin that I already have in my closet. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just using this to put, you know, kind of like stuff that I don't want getting squished in my pantry. So this bin has like all my spices and canned food and pastas, stuff like that. This I need to get some sort of tote for. It's all of like my teas and coffee stuff, which I'm out of coffee, you guys. No! Yeah, but you know, like bread, apples, avocados, stuff that I don't really want like clattering around and getting bruised up. I'm just putting in this tote and then it fits, boom, right in there. I've been trying to eat healthier lately. And fun fact about me, I hate cooking actually. So I was trying to think of like healthy, simple meals, and I've been doing like a lot of smoothies for breakfast and then salads in the evening. So here's what I've been putting in my salads. So right now I just have kale, garbanzo beans, and walnuts, and then I'm going to slice up an apple and probably have an avocado as well. For the kale, a trick that my aunt in Minnesota taught me is if you take just like the raw kale and you sprinkle like heavy sea salt over it and then you literally just like massage it, it breaks it up and makes the kale less bitter and also gives it like a softer texture. So I do that. And then for the garbanzo beans, I just open the can up and then I sprinkle like a little drizzle of honey and then cayenne pepper and ginger on them, and then stir that up and sprinkle that on the salad. And then I just do like crushed walnut halves or pieces or slices or whatever, and chop up the apple finely, chop up the avocado. I normally don't do salad dressing. The dressing that I use on the garbanzo beans kind of doubles as salad dressing. And then if I want more, I'll usually just drizzle honey or olive oil on top of my salad. Ugh. Apparently this knife is really dull. Alright, well, neither of my avocados are ripe enough, so we'll save those for another day. I really wish I had cranberries, because the cranberries with the apple and the walnut, oh, that would be bomb. Been loving eating almond butter with apples lately as just like a little snack. I'm trying to get better at grocery shopping and buy more items that are like a little bit more universal and multi-purpose that I can make like multiple things with, you know. So like apples I can just have as like a snack, or I can add it to salads. The kale I can make a salad with, or, you know, put it on a burger, or you know, even make like a green drink with it. Yeah, those are just kind of examples. I'm trying to keep my pantry a little bit more stocked, because otherwise, yeah, I just end up eating like the same 3 meals over and over. So trying to like mix it up a little bit more and get more creative with my cooking, if you can call making a salad and slicing up some apples cooking. I don't know, it's food that I made, so it's cooking, right? On one of my last vlogs, I was talking about how much I like making pour over coffee because it's super simple and it tastes good, but that it doesn't really work very well on the road because of, you know, everything that I have that's glass usually ends up breaking. And someone ended up commenting and sharing this link with me to get a like little pour over filter on Amazon that you literally just stick over like your thermos or coffee mug, so you don't need to worry about the glass part. So I just got it. And look at it, guys, it's so cute. I'm really excited for it. It's just a little baby like metal strainer, and then you put your coffee grounds in it. Oh, and it fits perfectly over my thermos, and then you just pour the water over. Boom, done. Easy peasy, like no glass, less stuff to clean up, because now you don't have to like pour your coffee into a pitcher and then pour that coffee into your thermos. Literally just boom. I'm stoked. Thank you. So this week's video is just gonna be a whole bunch of randomness of stuff that I'm up to throughout the week. Just kind of like yeah, there's not really a theme, I guess. Just kind of like snapshots of what van life looks like. So y'all saw me make my salad and talk about grocery shopping and food, and now I just got done. Hi, baby. I just got done working the farmer's market, and it's right down the street from my favorite Goodwill. So I swung by, and I was there last week, and I saw this fan that I thought about buying. And then I didn't buy it, and I instantly regretted it. So I went back today, and I was like, it's been a week, it's probably not there. But I was like, if it's there, it's a sign from the universe that I'm supposed to buy this fan. And it was there, so I bought it. Ignore my farmer's market mess per usual. But the fan, okay, so Bionaire? Bionaire, I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it. But basically, I looked it up, and it can draw in and out to cycle the air, and then you can set the temperature, and it has like a little thermostat, so you can set what temperature you want it to cycle on and off at. So here's my thought process. I've been planning on ripping out the AC unit for a while. Yeah, just because like in order to run it, I would need a lot more battery power and a lot more solar panel, and that's just not realistic, and even then it's probably not that efficient and would take so much power, and I would probably only be able to run it for like a couple hours, and it would just drain my battery. So anyway, I'm ripping that out so then I'm gonna have like a giant pre-cut hole in my ceiling. So I've been planning on framing out a skylight. And now what I'm thinking with that fan is I've seen a lot of people with skylights mount box fans just like right up into the skylight. And so I'm thinking I could essentially mount that into my skylight somehow and have like a kick-ass fan with a thermostat and the ability to cycle air in and out. So it's like a cheap, like ghetto version of the Max Air fan. I don't know, we'll test it out, right? All right, it's plugged in. My inverter's on. 86. How do we work this thing? Oh, that feels nice. So it seems to be blowing this way. That's low. Oh, that's medium. And that's high. That's nice. Oh wow, what is it blowing out at me? Little packing peanuts? Oh my gosh, it's blowing packing peanuts all over my house. Mode. Let's say I want it 60 in here. So in theory it's 80 degrees in here and I'm setting it to 60. Airflow. Oh, out. Exchange. What's exchange? Does exchange do like one of each? So that's blowing out. Oh! Oh my gosh, the exchange setting, this one's blowing this way and this one's blowing that way. Dude, I'm really excited about this fan purchase. Like, even if I can't figure out how to mount it up here, which I will be able to, I can probably somehow like just prop it in that window. Just the fact that I have a fan that can blow both directions. Yee! Cats. They're gonna love this. Got my hair blowing in the wind. Guys, it doesn't even drop my battery percentage at all. We are obsessed with this fan. Also, I have a weakness for buying new clothes because, fun fact about me, okay, look at my closet. My closet's ridiculous, guys. I need to downsize. Jeez Louise. But I am not good at downsizing at all. So here's the weird thing about me. If I buy like one new article of clothing that I'm super excited about, it's then really easy for me to get rid of like 3 things. Otherwise I'll just hold on to all of my stuff because I'm like, well, I don't super love any of my outfits. So I bought 2 new things, which means I have to get rid of 5 old things. So that's gonna be today's project. I'm probably way too excited about that fan. Actually, no, I shouldn't say too excited. I am the correct amount of excited for that fan because it's honestly been a little stressful. Like the days that it's been getting up to like the upper 80s and 90s with the cats. I have to like go to a park, find somewhere to let them run outside and just like let them hang out outside all day, which is fine on my days off, but for days that I'm working or like have to run errands and that they have to be in the vehicle, it's stressful, you know, because it gets hot back there. And yeah, it's insulated and I have the reflectix and everything, which helps, but it still does get pretty hot. And so that's been like my main stressor this summer, is trying to figure out how to keep it cool back there, how to keep them cool and safe. And I think that's a really good potential solution. I know the Max Air fans work really well too. I just haven't got around to getting one yet. This lady just like crossed the road right in front of me on a curve too, like, ma'am. Anyway, fans, I'm excited. Cooling. I feel like the hardest part of van life for me has been regulating the temperature. Like in winter, it's really not that bad because it's pretty easy to like layer up, put on a warmer sweater, put on a thicker pair of socks, you know, like grab a blanket. I have an electric blanket I plug in for the cats if it gets too cold. But anyway, keeping cool has been a bit of a process. So I'm really stoked to have a way to cool it down. I don't know if y'all have Rots. I think that's just an Oregon thing, but they literally make the best grilled cheeses. You get to like build your own, and it's the same price, and you can add like veggies and meat and stuff to it. So I did like Havarti, provolone, pastrami, pickles, grilled onions, and spinach, I think. And then I made a salad using the berries from the farmer's market. So there's kale, arugula, walnuts, blueberries, and strawberries. And then I got a raspberry vinaigrette to pour on top, and a kombucha. And it's Pride themed kombucha. It's an exclusive limited time offer flavor. Lavender, chamomile, and jasmine. Happy Pride, you guys. Cheers. I gotta say, this salad is a work of art. Look at that beauty. So we are now relaxing at the park. This is one of my favorite parks in Salem to hang out at. It's nice and quiet. Like, there's usually not a lot of people here, and there's this big grassy area where I can park and let the cats romp around. They love it here. Yeah, this is like my go-to place on days when it's super hot out and it's just like kind of stuffy and gross in the box truck. I'll just come here and relax, let the cats get some outdoor time, read a book, listen to music, sip on a kombucha, something like that. And it's cool, it's right along the river and there's all these little trails too, so sometimes I'll like go for a jog or a bike ride. Yeah, just relaxing for the evening. I love Thursdays. It's nice because I get done with work around like 2 and then I have like the rest of my day to just chill, do whatever. Most of the time I'll run errands after work because I'm like already out and about and in like a productive mood. So I try and take advantage of that and get stuff done. So yeah, today's been pretty chill, no complaints, you know. Worked, got a new fan. I'm so stoked about that. I'm definitely way too stoked about that fan, guys. Yeah, and had lunch. It was a really good lunch, that salad. The salad was amazing. But yeah.
What you doing, honey? Hi. You're so happy to be outside. Are you so happy?
I'm working the farmer's market today, so I'm excited to test the fan out, see how it works, keep the cats cool while I'm working this evening. Look how perfect that is. I have it Velcroed. There's these little tabs up here, so I Velcroed it to the rim of my window at the top, and then on the bottom here rests on this little lip. So it's pretty sturdy.